Hello everybody, welcome back to the FM24 Youth Academy Challenge with Folkestone Invicta, and it is the best day of the season. It's Youth Intake Day. We've had such good intakes up to this point, I sort of feel like we've got to get ready for a disappointment. But if we can bring through some defenders with great potential, some that can slip straight into the first team, that would be absolutely unreal. Let's get into it. Yes, hello fellow managers, welcome back. We find ourselves fourth in the table. We are clinging on to that Champions League spot. We've actually got a good 8-point gap to Man City below us as well. So we're doing well. 8 games to go. If we can just maintain that gap to Man City, Champions League football will be coming to Folkestone. It will be coming to the Harbour Arms Stadium, and I am very, very hopeful that we can do it. Looking at the player stats as well, 3 players in 4 of the best things. Average rating, John Perry-Joseph, a 7.56, second best to Charlie Waghorn-Grieveson, which is such a good name. Hayden Ruffles is joint first, but second in goals to Serkan Akyüz of Arsenal, who are top of the league. John Perry-Joseph has the second most player of the matches behind Charlie Waghorn-Grieveson, and Kelda Koedu has the most free kick goals in the league with 2. So yeah, the boys are doing pretty damn well. But yeah, Arsenal top of the table, 66 points. Chelsea second, 66 points, but have played one more game. Brighton are in third on 62, and we are fourth on 61. We do have a better goal difference than Brighton, so I'm hoping that we will be able to leapfrog them at some point in the near future. Looking at the games remaining then, unfortunately we just have lost to Brighton and Liverpool in the last couple of games. We've got Southampton coming up. We're going to end the season, I touched on this in the last episode, with a pretty good run at West Ham, Wolves, Villa, Brentford, Man City, Spurs and Middlesbrough. All very winnable. Man City and Spurs will be quite the challenge to end. But that game against Middlesbrough, if something comes down to the last day of the season, you've got to fancy your chances against Middlesbrough, who are near the bottom of the table and are struggling. 16th position they find themselves in at the moment. Palace and Everton are going to try and reel them back in. Leicester down and out on 11 points, to be honest. But yeah, if it comes down to the final day of the season against Middlesbrough, 1, I'll be very happy that the fact we've got to fight for Champions League football to the last day of the season, and 2, I fancy our chances against Middlesbrough. But I'm not going to dilly-dally on this one. We're going to go straight into the intake after that quick review of the league table. Let's go and see who we've got. Okay, this is it. It's still been called a golden generation, but we don't have anyone coming through as an elite talent at the moment. Obviously, that might change once they get reviewed and in the game. They do switch around sometimes. But at the moment, it's 4 top talents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 good talents and 4 decent talents. A good mix of nationalities, though. Croatian, Czech, German, Portuguese, Brazilian and German in there as well again. So not too bad. Of course, this is John Williamson's first intake. And I'm starting to feel like, hopefully their personalities are good, but I'm starting to feel like reputation might have something to do with bringing people through as well. Like, the higher your reputation, the more chance you have of better players. But I'm not sure. We're not going to judge John on this one. He's only been at the club for a few months, so we won't look at it too much. But let's dive into the squad view and see what we've got. Okay then, so position-wise, it is 1 goalkeeper, a right back, a right centre-back, a centre-back, a left centre-back and central midfielder, left wing-back, a holding midfielder, centre midfielder, another holding midfielder, a winger on the right, a versatility player there. Darren Dath is a midfield right, centre, attacking midfield, centre striker. Then we have an attacking midfield striker. Then we have a midfield left, attacking midfield right striker and striker. So a bit of variation. Luckily, there's not like 4 left wingers in this intake. There is a bit of versatility in that. A good number of 15-year-olds as well, which means they get that extra year to grow. Personality-wise, then, we've got 1 casual, 3 unambitious, 1 unsporting, 3 balanced, 2 light-hearted, 2 fairly professional, 3 fairly determined, and 1 determined as well. So I do think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people that I would say have good personalities plus 3 balanced is quite a good sort of mix, like a good healthy ratio to better personalities to not as good. So do like that. Media handling. Lots of level-headeds, 3 media friendlies, 1 outspoken volatile confrontational, 3 unflappables, and 2 unflappable but media friendly. In terms of ability, we've got 1.5 stars straight off the bat, which is Bradley Morris, the striker. We've got a few 1 stars and then a few half stars in there as well. Potential-wise, 4-star potential is the best, which is Eren Okal, the German. Sounds like there's definitely going to be some Turkish in there somewhere. And 4 stars for Darren Dath as well, the light-hearted English versatile player, which is good. 2 3.5-star players, Bradley Morris and Sam Spetch, and then 3-star or below is the rest. Jumping reach wise, 15 is the standout in Xiao Marquez. Pace is 13 for Darren Dath. Acceleration is 14 for Carl da Silva. Determination, oh my word, 18, 16, 16, 16, 16. 18 is the goalkeeper Lemur, and then a good host of determination in there, which is really good. Work rate 14 for Bennett Gonther. Teamwork is 17 for Darren Dath. Concentration is 9 for 3 players. Eren Okal, Bradley Morris and Alex Joins. Decisions is 12 for Bradley Morris and composure is 13 for Richard Morris. So, yeah, interesting. We will start by looking at the people with the worst potential, like we always do. And I'm interested when we get to a first Morris, I want to see if they're linked, to see if they're brothers coming through at the same time. I just like that sort of stuff. There is a year between them, so there might be. But let's see. Philip Martindale, attacking midfield centre, English, 2-star potential ability, fairly determined, 5 for 8. Is a little bit lacking. It's a shame. That determination, work rate is very good. Probably not going to progress as much as we would like. Has a competitive streak. No other negatives other than he can't jump. No real standout positives likes big matches or fairly consistent. Obviously, I don't think you find out about big matches until they're 21, I think it is. But we don't know anything about his consistency either, which suggests he's pretty standard for consistency. But I don't think we can dwell on him too much. The only thing that means he might get a contract is determination, but I'm not going to bank everything on that, to be honest. Next up is Michael Simir from Cheshire. Cheshire, I think that's how you pronounce it. What was the Czech Republic. He is consistent, which is good. He does have a competitive streak. His physicals are pretty decent. He's 5'3", jumping reach of 2. Can play striker, attacker, midfielder, or midfield centre. Flair 12, teamwork 12. Those physicals are good. 13 for acceleration, 13 for agility, 12 for pace, 13 for fitness, 10 for pace. Curls the ball as well, which is a trait that you can't teach. Does like to dribble. He may get a contract again purely because he's got some physicals and he's got a nice trait that I like, but I'm actually not too convinced by him. Unambitious and only 2-star potential ability. Yeah, not selling it to me, that one, Michael. Alex Joins at right back, English. Very good determination at 16. Unsporting personality, 2-star potential. Is consistent. No real negatives other than his personality at the moment and his lack of potential ability, let's call it. Physicals are all yellow. Strength is 12, which is really good for a 16-year-old. Balance 5. Bravery 17. Concentration 9. Determination 16. Anticipation 11. Leadership 12. Work rate 11. Tackling 11. I mean, he's not dreadful. His crossing and dribbling aren't terrible for a 16-year-old, but are pretty terrible for the level we want him to play. He's not bad. Again, I don't feel like he's going to get a contract. If he does, it'll be purely because that determination and his consistency will be pulling him through. But I'm not convinced. We're starting to rattle through these first few because we don't need to really worry about them. Adrien Bracevic from Croatia, a fairly professional young winger. Good aggression, means he'll hunt the ball down. Can cross, 13 crossing, passing 11, technique 12. Flair 11, determination 12, work rate 9, off the ball 9, acceleration 11, agility 14, pace 12, stamina 6, balance 6. He's actually not bad. Consistent as well. He could be worth a punt on a contract because if he improves in the right places, that's really not that bad. His pace and acceleration is already good for his age, as is his agility to dribble. His crossing is good. Finishing isn't bad at 10. He's determined-ish. He's got good flair, good passing, good technique. He could be the rogue 2-star player that turns into, or 2-star potential player that turns into something useful at the club. Maybe. I mean, again, we've got lots of forward-thinking wing players who are quite young. So if he does get a contract, what sort of game time will he get moving through the teams? I'm not too sure. Next up, Brazilian goalkeeper Lemur. I love a goalkeeper that isn't English. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I do love it in the Youth Academy save when you get that. However, he is significantly inconsistent, which is a bit of a shame. Commands his area really well. Great reflexes, good agility, good fitness. Determination of 18 is great. Positioning 10, leadership 11, anticipation 7. He'll probably get a contract because we need to keep goalkeepers coming through. And I do like determined players. Like, there's something just about having determined, resolute, professional players in your squad that make you just feel nice inside. And he's Brazilian. And he's got the name Lima, which would be cool, wouldn't it? It'd be cool to have a player called Lima in goal. But, yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. So, stepping up, that was our first 2.5-star potential player, by the way. Next up, Portuguese Xiao Marquez. And, well, he is very inconsistent as well. But he's 6'3" and has jumping reach of 15. Marking 11, passing 12, tackling 6, heading 9, concentration 6, bravery 11, aggression 10, positioning 7, teamwork 10, vision 10, work rate 12, strength 11. Again, there is something there for a foundation. The jumping reach and determination is doing a lot of heavy lifting, but he comes in with good passing. If we could train him up as a centre-back, he would naturally be a ball-playing centre-back, which is really useful for our system that we like to play. Don't get me wrong, he's a long way off what we've got at the club, but they are predicting he's at a similar level to Rafael Gardner. He's going to get to a similar level to Rafael Gardner, who is probably one of our best defenders at the club. So that's not too bad a level. I like him, I think. Next up, Englishman Lelay Lonsdale. Lay is an interesting first name. He is fully English as well. I'd expect a little bit of something else in there. But from central midfield, likes to get into opposition areas. He's brave. He's got a casual personality. Forgot to mention that. He is inconsistent. He's injury prone and he has a nasty streak and he hasn't got the best personality according to the game. But balance 14, fitness 12, composure 11, bravery 18, teamwork 16, vision 12, off the ball 9, positioning 7, passing 10, technique 13, first touch 9, finishing 7. Two-footed is good. Not convinced if he's ever really going to make it. He might do. Determination 5 is going to hinder him. He really likes teamwork and he's brave and loves teamwork. Oh, that's a tough one. I don't think he'll make it. I just don't think he'll make it with those technicals starting so low for such a quality or necessary technical position. His tackling's not great enough to be a ball-winning midfielder. His passing is good, but I feel like he's sort of let down, although he has good passing technique and vision. That's a tough one. Lelay Lonsdale is a tough one there. Richard Morris, 15 years old, unambitious English striker, they're saying, or right winger. Tries killer balls often, looks for pass rather than attempting to score. So he fancies himself as a bit of a playmaker. Passing 12. Technique 9, vision 8, teamwork 14, off the ball 11, leadership 13, flair 14, decisions 10, composure 13. Shame his finishing 5 is so low, but we know finishing isn't really necessary for a striker. It's more about off the ball, isn't it, which he's got in 11. Balance 11, natural fitness 14. He actually looks relatively good. Now, don't get me wrong, he can't really play as an advanced forward like we would want him to. But there's something in there saying if you can train him to be a sort of attacking midfielder with passing, teamwork, off the ball, get his vision up, get his technique up, I feel like that's a more natural position for him. However, he's really inconsistent and he's injury prone. So he might get a contract. We'll keep an eye. I do love the player trait tries killer balls often if someone's got really good passing, but they do need great vision as well. So we do need to up that. Yeah, and you need good technique, so to pull that one off as well. Seth Longman, 15 years old, wing back left. That is an odd position to come through at. He can play left back and central midfield. He is slightly inconsistent. What is that symbol? Weakest attribute. Oh, has to work on his concentration 3. He does have to work on his concentration. Light-hearted personality, 2.5-star potential. Pace 9, stamina 7, balance 12, agility 9, acceleration 10. Anticipation 7, concentration 3 we touched on, decisions 8, flair 6, determination 12, off the ball 8, positioning 6, teamwork 12, work rate 7, technique 7, tackling 5, passing 7, marking 4, first touch 6, dribbling 8, crossing 6. He's not great. He plays in a very specific position, so you'd have to use some of his ability within the game to train him to be a proper left back. And I think that might not make it worth it. To be honest, Seth, I'm leaning towards no. Jake Bott, 16 years old, left-sided centre-back. Argues with officials. Love it. Strength 5. He's very, very consistent, which is good. Pace 10, fitness 11, jumping reach 10, balance 11. Not too bad. Bravery 15, anticipation 9, concentration 5. And determination 16, positioning 7, tackling 8, marking 13, heading 7. I mean, there's a start of a decent player in there. That determination is very, very good. 16, bravery's good. He is lacking quite a bit. But at this point, I feel like we're going to have to give some people some youth contracts. So Jake Bolt looks about 50. Will probably be getting a contract as a 16-year-old. Hopefully he gets a good picture when I do the faces. Benedict Gonta. Lots of yellow on there. Inconsistent. Needs to work on his concentration. Bravery 19. Bloody hell. 16-year-old centre-back. Jumping reach 14. 6'2", 2-footed. Determination 14. Bravery 19. Aggression 11. Composure 9. Concentration 5. Decisions 9. Anticipation 8. Positioning 8. Heading 10. Marking 7. Tackling 12. Again, there's foundations for a decent defender. Is it enough to ever get to the level to be good for us? Probably not, but we'll keep an eye. We'll keep an eye on him. Carle de Silva. I assume that you just pronounce that Carl, actually. Carl de Silva is inconsistent, has a competitive streak in his nature. 5'5" left-sided winger. Acceleration 14, agility 11, balance 12, fitness 13, pace 10, stamina 6 is all fine. Fairly professional as well, is good. Determination 14, off the ball 6, work rate 4. Technique 11, passing 9, free kick taking 11, first touch 9, dribbling 8 and crossing 8. So, not brilliant. He's not brilliant. Again, one of those 3-star potential players, probably will get a contract so that we've got a sort of supply of players at least coming through. But yeah, not great. Okay, now we get into the better players. 3.5-star potentials, 2 of them and then 2 4-stars. So, Sam Spetch. Sam Spetch comes through. Inconsistent. Very injury prone. Damn it. Does try killables often. So passing 12, technique 14, vision 11. More than happy with him being some sort of playmaker. Determination 15, leadership 14. Bravery 16, decisions 10, aggression 13. First touch 9, free kick taking 10. Natural fitness 14, jumping reach 10. I mean, he does. Again, it's the basis of a good player. It's just how much is he going to get hindered by by injuries? What's that lack of consistency going to do for his game? Again, we haven't so far had anyone with what I would call a good media description, like promising, wonder kid, things like that. So, yeah. But he is 15 years old, so he's got a lot of room to grow, Sam Spetch. Bradley Morris, 16 years old striker, listed as a young striker. Very consistent, which is good. First touch 12, finishing 8, heading 9. Aggression 9, anticipation 10, bravery 14, composure 8, decisions 12, leadership 13, off the ball 11, teamwork 15, work rate 11, balance 14, jumping reach 11, natural fitness 11, stamina 11, strength 11, pace 9, acceleration 10. Comes deep to get the ball, doesn't suit how we play. And he runs with ball often, yet not the quickest or best at dribbling. So I think we'd look to untrain that. Probably untrain both of them. But there is a good player in there. That is a good starting point for a 16-year-old. That is good. Again, you could argue work on his passing, drop him back to attacking midfield. But we've got loads of players there, so maybe a new striker coming through is the thing we need to replace Englefield. But, yeah. Bradley Morris is easily the best so far. On to the 2 4-star players then. Our German, Eren Okal, or Okal. I don't know how you do the umlaut with a C after it, but he is part Turkish, 15 years old. He is a centre-back. balanced personality, jumping reach 14, 6'1", very inconsistent, has a really bad competitive streak as well. But bravery 17, aggression 18, composure 11, determination 10, leadership 14, positioning 8, tackling 11, technique 11, marking 10, heading 11. Okay, he's got crossing 12 as well, which is a bit random for someone that is quite clearly going to be a centre-back. But he looks quite good. Yeah, get his physicals up, get him a little bit more pace if we can, get his positioning and his teamwork up a little bit. Try and get rid of that competitive streak, try and improve his consistency. He looks like he could be pretty useful. At 15 years old, he's going to get an extra year for development as well. I think I'm leaning towards him being better than Bradley Morris. Purely because of the extra age and a little bump in potential. And then the one they said is leading this generation is Darren Dath, which is pace 13, fitness 13, agility 10, acceleration 11, aggression 17, anticipation 14, bravery 15, teamwork 17, work rate 13, marking 11, tackling 11. Loads of promise. He's got determination of 3, which is really annoying. Is a bit inconsistent, has a competitive streak. Again, looks okay. There's not many reds. It's determination, leadership and balance which are in the red. Everything else is yellow, green or blue. Likes to dictate the tempo. I'd probably get rid of that. I don't think he really suits that at the moment. And with that pace and acceleration, could he become useful in a wing position? Not too sure. Yeah, okay. It's an okay intake. It's bad compared to what we've had recently. It feels like it's a squad filler, doesn't it, this intake? It doesn't feel like many of them are potentially going to get in the first team. Maybe Okal, maybe Morris if he does develop his physical pace and acceleration a little bit. But it's not the greatest. It's hard to feel excited about that. Still, let me know your favourite down below. Which player do you think is the best? Which player do you think is going to make it? I don't think there's any that you're like, oh, get them training with the first team, give them minutes early on. I don't feel like there is. Yeah, I mean, a good thing to do, right, in my opinion, is always just to put them against the people that you've already got in the squad. It does say Dath and Okal are up there in terms of some of the best youngsters at the club, but it's a bit of a drop-off for people we've already got. Then you get Bradley Morris and Sam Spetch, and then Carl Da Silva, and you got a lot of people right down the bottom. And this is why I'm sort of thinking we might not be giving too many contracts out, right? If we look at the under-21s and sort by age, we've only got, I don't know actually, it depends on when these 17-year-olds are born, but we might need these 16-year-olds then to fill out the under-18s. I've got a feeling these 18-year-olds here are the only 3 that have to go up to the under-21s next year. And even then, looking at the likes of Nick Osborne, might not go up. He'll only go up if we need a goalkeeper to cover in the under-21s. So, yeah, I'm not convinced by that intake. I'm very much not convinced. Let me know your thoughts down below. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one where it will be the end of the season review. Unless we've got something to play for on the last day of the season. And something to play for could be a title, however unlikely that is. 4th place, I think we'll probably come back if we're in a fight for 4th place. If it comes down to the last day of the season, that is what we will be back for. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about that intake. I'm a little bit disappointed, but I'm always interested to know what you think about players, training, and who could potentially make it out of that. One positive: great nationalities coming through. Brazilian, German, Portuguese, Czech and Croatian. It's good to see a little mix away from like the English, Scottish, Northern Irish players that generally come through in a youth take in England. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.